Hello gang, I've noticed there's been some recent subscriptions to my channel coming from the Final Fantasy XIV shorts I've been doing, so if that's you, I just want to welcome you to my Final Fantasy XI content. There has recently been an update announced that is going to affect ranged attacks, specifically for the job Ranger, and today we're going to talk a little about what that could look like and what exactly the update says. So without further ado, here are the version update notes. So we just got word of May's update, and it looks like there might actually be some good stuff coming with this, which is weird. I didn't expect it. We got so much from Odyssey, and May is giving us a ton of campaigns, and I was going to be covering that today, but first we're going to take a look at what this new update has. All right, announcing the May version update. Read on for a list of items to be added in May. Good day, adventurers. Matsui here with the latest FF11 news. As we head into late spring, the refreshing breeze and comfortable temperatures really lift my spirits. I've never dealt well with temperature extremes, so this is one of my favorite times of the year, although I may have said the same thing last autumn. As you are all aware, FF11 will celebrate its 19th anniversary on May 16th. So if you weren't aware, May 16th is the actual original release or whatever, and so every May there's always extra campaigns and stuff. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for your steadfast support over the past 19 years, but I'll save the rest of my thanks for the official Vanniversary greetings later in May. Let's get right into the content for the May version update. First up are job adjustments. This is the part that I didn't expect. We were told that we would be getting all the jobs adjusted at once and that they were going to delay the individual job adjustments. So let's see what they have in store for us. I previously mentioned that we had finished up with individual job adjustments and have now turned our eye toward new job progression elements. But there are a couple more adjustments we wanted to make before diving deep into the next set of systems. So a lot of speculation is around a new form of job points or something past job points. And yeah, next set of systems I think supports that. Specifically, there are some adjustments coming to Rangers and some Paladin spells. Okay. Don't fret though, we're still on schedule for our new progression systems coming down the pipeline for all existing jobs. The biggest adjustment comes for Rangers. Interesting. Many of you have commented that Rangers feel a little bit weak as far as ranged attackers go, and after careful consideration, we reached the conclusion that our upcoming job progression systems alone would be insufficient to solve this issue. As such, we're adding a new ability, Hover Shot. While I'll leave the details for you to read in the version update information, the basic gist is that Rangers will be gaining the ability to get increased damage when they move after making a ranged attack? That's kind of cool. Side note, I've been wanting something similar, but I've wanted them to give us something that Geo needs to move around to do, so we're not standing in place all the time for our job. So anyway, it makes me hopeful. I hope you try this ability out when it hits the servers and leave us your feedback. Odyssey is also getting adjustments to currency acquisition. Oh? First, we're adding a new item called the Mog Amplifier. This item increases RP gained in Odyssey and works much the same way as Abdallah seals. Mog amplifiers can be purchased in exchange for Mog segments. Wait, that barely makes sense. Which you can now earn when completing Shales A through C. I mean, how much is this going to cost? And anyway, feel free to use those segments to purchase amplifiers. I guess in a way, it reduces the amount of kills needed to max an item by buying an amplifier and then fighting the mob. I guess if you know you're only going to be able to fight the mob because your group is online or something like that, this is actually helpful. Now that we've circled, okay, so onto VR stuff. Now that we've circled the 3 nations in the Voracious Resurgence, we're heading back to Bastok for the start of the 4th installment. I don't want to spoil the content for anyone, so I hope you'll play through the next chapter and tell us what you think. Fair warning, if you haven't started on Voracious Resurgence yet, the cutscenes are a bit long, the running around is a bit involved. Start now. That way when relevant content comes out, you will have at least some of it done and ready. Next, Intense Ambu features a return of Mamul Jah, this time against the mages, marking this battle's first return. Interesting. First return. I don't remember this battle. Normal ambuscade features flies this go around, with one pesky insect accompanied by a bevy of smaller, equally as pesky insects. The boss takes more damage when his minions are out and about, so you might be inclined to leave them up and just focus him down. But of course everything comes at a price. This particular price is a powerful curse effect that grows more potent over time. In Japanese, the word for noisy can be written using the kanji for the month of May and fly. Interesting. So this month's battle is a bit of a play on words that Japanese-speaking players are particularly likely to appreciate, but I'm sure people the world over have suffered at the hands of buzzing insects interrupting an otherwise lovely day outdoors. Normal ambu, never change. Please. Get your revenge in Vanadil this May. Additionally, with the 19th anniversary coming up, last year's anniversary event, Mandragora Mania, is making a comeback with all new rewards and some new opponents to tackle. Wait, is that the Mancala? Was that? Was that been a year already? That can't be. Maybe. If you're finding your foes a bit too difficult, you may be able to pick up some hints from watching how the NPCs act. And with that, I'd like to close out my greetings for this month. I look forward to seeing you in Vanadil for this wonderful anniversary month. Great, so let's take a look. Mission and quest related, ROE, monthly objectives, Voracious Resurgence, new quests, Ambu, new NMs, replace rewards, Odyssey, adjust Moogle segments, adjustments to RP earned, and add new exchange items. I wonder if this is only referring to the amplifier. They didn't mention anything about adjusting Moogle segments except the fact that amplifiers amplify them. So it looks like we may be getting a little bit in May. Oh, remove of Matsui P. Oh, bye, buddy. It was fun. It was fun knowing you. May new titles will be added. That's probably tied to VR. So, you know, again, get on that if you haven't. Item update, new ability, or Ranger, new abilities, adjust abilities. Paladin, adjust effects of spells. And we don't actually have any further details. New recipes, new items, Porter Moogle, list of supported items. Whoa, cracked my knuckle. Okay, so we don't have any further information on what those adjustments are yet. I'll probably give my thoughts on them when we do get that information. For now, that's all we have for the update. Imagine like I'm a ranger and I ranged attack him from here. So, you know, I get a shot here, I come here, I get a shot. Mind you, they didn't say that your damage is reduced if you stand still. What they said is you gain increased damage if you move. So, you know, you shoot Zangut here, the mob turns. Say the mob turns. You have to spend time repositioning. For a melee, your time spent repositioning doesn't affect your attack round. So you will continue to DPS. This, regardless of if it's optimal to move or not, any time you spend moving now as a ranger is going to lose you less DPS than it did previously. Imagine this is all the distance you need. Shoot, move, shoot, move, shoot. Every time you move is lost DPS potential, correct. It's less so with melees, so I think they're bridging the gap. But I think overall, it's going to add more variety to gameplay without taking away what you were already doing.